fillies and gentle colts. I'm Scarecrow, and this is a little something I'm going to be doing because I've recently been making art, just for the shits and giggles, but I actually came out with a few good pictures. Let's start out here with Ditzy, as you can see, if you can't see already. I made this picture, just hit me while I was in the shower. It was like, showering, I wonder what Ditzy would be like as a Wonderbolt. So I got on good old Google Images, and, well, there's a lot of her. That, and I think she was a Wonderbolt at one point in the background. But anyway, I just slapped her in front of a background, which is a pain in the arse to do, because each and every single bit of this had to come from vectors. And the sky isn't even one piece at all. All the clouds are different, the blue is different, the sun is different. I had to pain in the arse to get the lens flare for the sun, because I had to figure out where the heck the sun was, and I had to adjust the sun, and it took me like a quarter of an hour to actually get the sun down right. The sun was a pain in the ass. But I finally got her done. And then adding Ditzy was about the last part, so I just slapped her in there, put the vector. I was expecting the vector to be massive, and, well, just kind of popped out perfectly. So I was like, hey, that's good. Yay. I'm going to be stopping and going. Like, you'll hear like little pauses between the pictures, because that's basically just me going from picture to picture, so that I can tell how long the picture should be on for. So, next picture. Alright, this next one is yet again a derpy one. This one was a little bad. The background was a horrible resolution, so I expanded it, and kind of turned out a little ugly. Although I like it. Basically derpy in her natural habitat, which is literally what the thing, derpy in her natural habitat, that's what I named it. And that's literally what it is. This is the mail post. This is the mail post that Derpy owns. Yay! So yeah. Then her attacking a giant muffin, because who wouldn't attack that thing to eat it? I mean, that thing looks freaking delicious. I don't know what type of muffin it is, but it looks delicious. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. By the way, if you don't know where the scene's from, the scene is where Spike was walking in with a bunch of notes. He was doing stuff, and then Pinkie Pie scares him, and he sends all of them. It's freaking hilarious. Celestia, get a freaking spam filter. Moving on. So, this next one is from the Internet Explorers comics. If you haven't seen them, go look them up now, because they're freaking brilliant. My favorite character, Safari, is the character I made this one about. Now, originally, I did spoof this one off. This did come from another background. I just kind of modified it a little bit. This originally came from a Twilight Sparkle Cutie Mark one, but I was like, nah, it'd look a lot better with her in it, so kind of plopped her in the middle, recolored it, and it came out really, really nice. The shadowing even worked, because it was about the same shade of blue, except for his purple, not blue. So the shading worked out pretty well, but it contrasts with, like, the upper little part of the, in that circle where she's sitting. If you look at the top, there's, like, a little dark ring. That purple is about the same as underneath the silver lining. So, yeah, it worked out pretty well. And if you look carefully, you can see a little spoof where I goofed up a little bit and I forgot to color it in, but, oh well. You look, yeah, it's not that bad. I love it. I actually kind of like this one. This one was my background. It's like, this is one of my very few backgrounds that I use. Like, I only use backgrounds that I make now. So, yeah, I like this one. This one was rather nice. It was a little tricky getting her in the right spot, because when I plopped her in, she was a little too high, so I had to, like, adjust her and get her right in the center, and it was a pain, because I had to put it on a grid. Ugh, a bunch of problems. But, anyway, next picture. Alright, so this next one is an Octavia one, because I love Octavia. Octavia is my sweetheart. She's my waifu. If don't correct me if I said that wrong. But, it's called Maybe It's All Just a Dream, ... hopefully. I love this picture. This is probably my best work that I've made so far, at all. So, yeah. The thing about this one, and why I love it so much, is because it's Octavia, and B, the lighting is perfect. The lighting is just so perfect. By the way, the reason why there's, like, a light and a shadow, like, basically what I thought is the dark light and the light, which, if you don't know, light has two spectrums. The ordinary spectrum, which we see, and then there's a dark spectrum, which is what moths are attracted to. I just imagined that they were switched, and this is kind of what it is. So, and yeah, as well, it's a nightmare. Spoilers! Yes, Octavia here. The vector I borrowed from another guy. He said it was okay if I could use it. He said it is okay if I use it, just as long as I credit him, and if you go to the picture on my DeviantArt forum page thing, I have quoted him. Not quoted him, I have referenced him. I said, here's the link to Octavia's vector, which is frickin' brilliant. And a little funny thing, originally when I made this photo, it was a bit out of frame. Like 1920 by 1080p, the thing was picked up a little bit and shunted up a bit to the left, so I had to resize it all, which was a little bit of a pain. And I had to re-upload it, too, because I realized that I uploaded the wrong one. So, and as well, GIMP, frickin' wonderful. I love GIMP. GIMP made it possible for me to do the lighting on this picture, otherwise it would have been completely frickin' impossible for me, and I would have just been tits up screwed. But, anyway, I digress. This is one of my favorite pictures, and by the way, I just noticed this now, Octavia's eyes are slightly red. Slightly scary. I mean, I love her to death, but she's slightly scaring me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the next picture before I slightly whisk myself. Next picture, I think. Alright, so this is the last photo! Wah. Yeah, I only made 5 photos for the DeviantArt page in like a weekend. So, yeah. Basically, this one, I was screwing around with GIMP, and I found this cool fire effect. And I was wondering, I wonder what would happen if I zoomed in. So I made a really freaking high resolution one, and I zoomed in on it, and it looked beautiful. I made it fire orange, and it turned out to be color, like, beautiful, beautiful shades of brown and orange. And I was like, oh my god, this is Sibsy. Sibsy! And yes, I have a crush on Sibsy too. The person Sibsy and her pony, because I think her pony's adorable. And there she is, sitting there unhappily in the center of the screen, staring at our souls. By the way, if you don't know, Sibsy is the one who taught Fluttershy how to do the stare. That's a little backstory. Other than that, getting this Sibsy, or I should say Wildfire, because that's her pony name. When she's in the pony, she's a Wildfire. When she's a person, she's Sibsy, because Sibsy. And yes, Wildfire here is, she's hot-headed, which is why she's Wildfire. Beyond that, I can't really explain her that much. I mean, Sibsy is Sibsy, and Sibsy is awesome. I've been just ranting for Sibsy for about a minute, 20 seconds now. Okay. There was really no inspiration for this picture. Actually, I just saw a really cool fire effect. It came out really pretty when I zoomed in, and, well, I just threw Sibsy in there, and here you have it. A really nice Sibsy background. So, thank you for watching, Fillies and Gentle Colts. I've been Scarecrow, and I say, ta-ra. And have a nice day, by the way, because I've been having a nice day. Ta-ra.